Don't you love that song? Welcome everybody. I mean, if I could, I would have Sunday service outside with us singing out to the trees, to the sky. It just that song opens me up. Okay, enough about me. You talk about me for for a minute. Um, I just wanted to say welcome and thank you for the opportunity to allow me to be your speaker today. And I give all thanks to God for I show up and God speaks in and through each and every one of us. I appreciate life. I appreciate love. And I appreciate each one of you being in this with me. So this is the February Living Everyday Wonder. And you can see by my opening statements that I've been inspired to go beyond my walls these days, to get out into the beauty of nature, to live in the everyday wonder. The inner life is expressed in and through you, and the deep work is done in and through you, and that is the ultimate fear buster. That there is a beautiful, magnificent, God-created world out there, and the inner life, the inner work is allowing ourselves to fine-tune ourselves, that we see that in everything. God has got this. The power of our focus is really what I want to speak to today. And the power of our focus comes with God is all there is. God is love. God is the nature of the universe. So love is what's happening. Love in all, as all the time. Love simply gives. Love doesn't withhold thinking about what you're doing. Love doesn't withhold or need to say anything about what you're doing. Or love doesn't need to course correct anything that you're doing. There's no opposition to love. Love just gives. It simply gives generously. This is everyday wonder. Everything in life that is in its natural state is made to replicate itself and to pour forth a fruit or to give forth beauty or an aroma. Everything in life is expressing love. And every organ, function, muscle, cell in your body is replicating who you are at every point and place. What you believe on the inside is what gets to express on the outside. And that is the power of your focus. How we accept that love, how we use that love, and what we make it mean is ours. Now, this is supposed to be fear and faith, and I was going to do what I could to support the fear and talk about fear, but our energy goes in the direction of our thoughts, words, and actions. If we're looking at fear, we're going to run head on to it. So I wanted to talk about, yes, recognize the fear, but also know that love is behind all, in all, as all. So life is ours to enjoy or to be uncomfortable with. It doesn't generate tension for you, but you can respond to it with tension. Love flows freely. Love is the underlying beauty and underlying activity that's in everything. Our gift is to see that. So what you're looking at, you're looking with. Anybody heard that before? There lies the rub. We are giving, God is giving us pure love, a blank slate. We get to choose the background. We can be at the beach, at the mountains in California, New York. We can be in Canada. We have the choice to move around in the world today, but we get to choose the environment. We get to invite the players in our life. We get to invite who we engage with. And we can create a period piece. We can live in the present, we can live in the future, or we can be here now, be in the presence. Science of Mind teaches in the creative process to sit in meditation and be in intuition until you get an idea. And then you use your imagination to augment that idea until it inspires you to take action. And once you take action, you get a result, and then you have a reaction. Then the cognition, you look at it, you process it. What did you get out of this? You gain knowledge, which ultimately becomes wisdom. You use your thoughts to make your life a masterpiece or shadow theater or 80 million, gazillion, billion other things. But those are the two things that we're looking at today. And I was trying to come up with acronyms for VCR because it's not like our VCRs are stuck in, the tapes are stuck in our VCR and we can't play anything different. But VCR, I put the visual concept reel that keeps looping over and over again. We don't have that anymore. We don't have to watch it. We can't eject it because it's stuck. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And then we went to DVRs, so you could record anything anywhere. But the digital vampire recording that sucks you into watching it over and over and be present to it, it's captured daily. We don't have to stay in any of that anymore because now we live stream. Life is all about being present here and now. Life is live streaming. You can watch anything, participate in anything, pretty much anywhere, all the time. No matter what you choose, there's got to be something out there that can support it because that's life. It offers abundantly. Love, God, the universal power, matters not what you call it. Love creates, but it's never consumed by its creation. Love is the ultimate power. So this is what I would like for you to look at here. Pretend you're outside. Pretend it's a beautiful sunny day. Oh my God, it is. Pretend you outstretch your arms and you look up and you can feel the sun on your face. You can feel the breeze on your skin. And you can tell it's a beautiful day. In this moment, all needs are met. In this moment, we are taken care of. That we do not have to live in fear. We can stay in trust. We can go in the direction of our heart's desire. We're at choice. You can get off here, you can get off there, or you can stay in trust. Have faith that God created a world that works for everyone and that love is the sustaining power for each and every one of us. That we don't have to participate in shadow theater. Unless you do, make it a satire, make it funny. Allow yourself to live and retell the story of the past or retell the story that, of course, the shadow's going to follow me everywhere. I'm amazing. I put off a big light, therefore I have a big shadow. I want to tell you a story about this beloved person right here. Does anybody recognize her? Our little Angie posted this on Facebook. And I love it. If you wrap yourself up in the love of God, if you look up and enjoy life, and you are given opportunity at every point and place to establish a feeling of self-acceptance, to feel the joy and the truth and the love that comes with that. I have to pull this up. So Angie put this on Facebook, so I know she won't mind me sharing it because it's a public post. She wrote, I believe in myself. One day, I stopped believing I was sick and I healed. I stopped believing I deserved nothing, and abundance embraced me. I stopped believing I didn't deserve love, and I loved myself. One day, I just stopped giving power to what I was subjected to, and that day I was free. And I understood that everything my mind believes is what my reality becomes. One day, I understood that everything was in me, in my attitude, in my way of thinking, feeling, speaking. And everything outside was a true reflection of what was inside. Then I changed. I stopped paying attention to others and started paying attention to my heart. I realized that the only being that can change my life, it was always me. And since then, my life became a constant miracle, a divine realization full of harmony, peace, and above all, love and acceptance. I could finally be happy. That is our very own Angie. To make a private declaration in that manner is amazing, but to publicly declare that is simply, I think it's a statement of truth. It's not enough that she knows. She wanted the whole world to know that this is what is happening for me. This is who I am. This is whose I am. And this is what I believe about life. Is that amazing? I mean, my hat's off to her. I was hoping that she was with us today because I wanted to tell her how proud I was of her, that she realized outside circumstances do not get to dictate my inner happiness. The life I live comes from within me, and the truth I speak is from my heart, not my head. That mind of mine can think of 20 things in 2 minutes. My heart stays true to me. My heart lets me know when I'm off course. My heart lets me know that I am to be authentically me, loving each and every one of you as I see myself, a divine inspiration, individualized love intelligence of God itself. How powerful is that? It is almost more than what I can express because I just love what she's talking about. But this is one of the things off of the inspiration of the meditation for this talk, that we honor our past, that we honor who we are, yes. We observe what people do to comfort and heal themselves and others, and we appreciate that. We who have lived in concentration camps can remember the men who walked through the huts comforting others, giving away their last piece of bread. They may have been few in number, but they offer sufficient proof that everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of his freedom. To choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances is to choose one's own way. And that is from Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. Now, this is what we talk about, looking about the history that has happened within a lot of the recent history. When let's fast forward 100 years, 50 years, what are the kids going to be talking about? How we handled the difficult times in the concentration camps of our own worry, doubt, and fear. Who came along to offer us a piece of bread, to offer us comfort? We are living and leaving a legacy at every point and place. Who do we say we are? Now, I love this right here, Proverbs from the Bible says, anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. And this reminds me of another one of our beautiful members, Jan Hartman. This is Jan Hartman's place where she lives. Looks like bright, sunny California, doesn't it? It is a bit cold. She often refers to winter as having cabin fever. She wants to get out. She wants to connect with others. But this is the beauty of her home, her environment. And even though it looks cold, she does the prac chats with our congregation in California to give us a foundation of love and support as we talk about what's on our hearts and minds. And she can melt the snow from any situation to reveal the warmth of your heart, that we're not walking this path alone. That life is full of unpredictable, unimaginable things, but love is always present in the midst of it all. And this is in our own house, in our own congregation. We have Angie, we have Jan, we have each and every one of us that are here today that is rooting, loving, and supporting the best life for each and every one of us. So if you haven't been to her prac chats, I recommend you join her, because everybody needs, David just told me, you're being a mom. Everybody can use a little extra something during the week, not just on Sundays. So I want to applaud Jan for being the presence of love in a time of change. So this is important that we share that earth's crammed with heaven, and every common bush afire with God. Only he who sees takes his shoes off. I want to be grounded in God. I want to feel the energy and the essence of Mother Earth and the warmth of Father Sky as I move about my earth, being grateful for every step I can take, every breath I take, every morning, waking up. Why am I here? I'm here because I'm here. Quit asking questions that can't be answered, Judy. You're here to love and appreciate life. And the beauty, when I look in the mirror in the morning, I now say, good morning, sexy girl. Hey, I do whatever it is that makes a spontaneous smile happen on my face that even surprises me. They recently did a photographer did a test where he was out taking random pictures of people, and he asked if he could take a picture, and he took the picture, and it was a good picture. But then he said, thanks, beautiful, and he took another picture while the person spontaneously smiled at the compliment. Our body hears every word we say. Yes, there are things to fear, but fear can never, ever. Darkness cannot overcome the light. Light dissolves the darkness. And, there's balance in both of it. So I'm not going to make darkness out to be evil, because there's always God in all of it. Fear is always ready to see the worse, things worse than what they are. These are the children. Now, I picked this picture because of this little boy's eyes and face. I didn't even realize it was from a Persian or Arabic country. I didn't. But our children are watching how we teach each other, treat each other, teach each other as well. Our children are watching. May we be a walking science of mind prayer, walking inspiration of love. Obstacles are always going to be there. Obstacles is what gives us our abilities. Obstacles is what develops the muscle. Accomplishments create confidence in us. If we were always sliding downhill, what fun would that be? It would be scary after a while, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. We get to climb up the slide and then go whee and go back up. Obstacles are there for you to have a personal experience with life, for you to overcome and create. So bless the obstacles. Thank God for obstacles because they build muscle. And when I was looking for inspiration, that people that have been through tragic things and people that we know in this lifetime that we can reference. Anne Frank is known for saying that in spite of everything, I still think people are good and loving. She also said, I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. Do you think of all the beauty that still remains? Or do you just count what you're losing? If you count anything, what used to be is a blessing that made you who you are today. That means there's more things to count that is going to reveal even more loving, beautiful you in the days to come. Your body responds. Like Angie said, I gave up thinking I was sick and I healed. What can you do with the power of thought? What can you do with the power of your beliefs? What can you do with love and support? And I love this. It might be an altered picture, but I still love it. Faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. I cannot see love, but I hope for love in every day of my life. I experience love. I see faces of love. I feel the warm embrace of love. I can hear a kind word. But I have confidence in that I am going to experience it because I prioritized it in my life. That if I walk in a room, I'm not going to take the temperature and then decide whether or not I'm going to stay. I'm going to walk in the room and set the thermometer for love, and I'm going to pump it up. So there is light in the soul. If there is light in the soul, there will be beauty in the person. So I know that each and every one of you have light in your soul. I know that we are made in the image and likeness and the love of God. And I know that the electrical impulse that is our very heartbeat is that which gives our bodies light, love, and life. That we are animated by the breath of God. We are sustained, maintained, and lived through the energy in the breath. And with every heartbeat, I get to express, I say, thank you, God. Well, actually, I can't say thank you for every heartbeat because my heart beats faster than I can say thank you. I'm here. I am here for reasons I may never know. I might have glimpses of insight, but I do not know what this life is all about, in all honesty. But it's so powerfully beautiful that I cannot deny my appreciation of it. Life is better shared. Love is better through prayer. The words you use to describe your life become your life. And I am knowing that as each and every one of us live our lives, when we look in the mirror, first and foremost, thank you, God. I see the reflection of God in me. I see the reflection of God in each and every one of you. And life is set up for us to have a deep, well, I think, for us to have a deeper appreciation of life at every point and place. Each one of us each one of us are alive. We will be born, we'll live, we'll have disappointments, we'll have wonderful accomplishments, we'll have all these things, and we will age and we will pass away. How we do that is up to each one of us. I'm praying that my crocodile mouth does not override my hummingbird butt when it comes time for me to experience really hard, difficult things. Losing my son almost lost me. But then I had to realize that for me to truly show him how much I loved him, I will be the best surviving mom there ever was in life. Honor life. Honor your experiences. Stand up, sit up tall, speak clearly to the love that you are. Thank you again for the opportunity to speak with you today. I love each and every one of you. May life make you better, not bitter. And at times it may be bittersweet. It might be salty sweet. But gosh darn it, those are still good. We learn from everything. So I invite you just to take a deep breath, and we'll do just a very short benediction. Just breathing in the words that have been spoken and the love that has been shared here today is the fullness of God. That God is in everything. It's in every emotion. It's in the seeming good and the seeming bad. It's in the seeming separation and it's in the seeming oneness. God is all there is, in all, as all the time. So I'm knowing that this time together has blessed us. I know that this time together has enriched us to fulfill a joyous, truthful, loving day. That we go out feeling and sensing the love of God in this moment and in every moment that follows. I now choose love. I choose faith. I choose happiness. I choose joy. And I know in my heart of hearts that I choose is stronger than anything that can oppose or come against me. I choose God. How good it is to know that I and myself do nothing. It's the Spirit of God that does the work. And with a breath of kindness, love for the spoken word, I let it be. And I declare, and so it is. Thank you, everyone.